So today we're talking about some of the events that have happened this week. EA, Sega, and Crash Team Racing. So I'll begin with EA because this is important and it needs to be said. So without much ado, we'll get through the some of the topics I want to talk about this week after the cut. So this is important and it bears a distinction. So this week, this past week, EA basically went to the UK, which is strongly thinking about regulating loot boxes because it's a form of gambling. And they basically said, well, it's not gambling. It's not gambling because loot boxes are essentially like Kinder eggs. It's a nice surprise. It's not gambling. Now, there's a variety of reasons why that's a really shitty analogy, and I will get to it very quickly. A few decades ago, Kinder eggs were banned in a lot of the world because basically, like the Kinder eggs that exist now are not like they were years ago, where basically they had a little toy inside, a little small toy, and children were choking. Basically they would get the little toy, stick it in their mouth. I mean, they would get the Kinder egg, which is a chocolate-covered egg, like an egg, an egg in an egg shell, but inside of the shell is like a little toy. Well, children were choking on that. Like they were, like literally, children died from choking on Kinder eggs. So basically, because little kids don't have a concept of, oh, there's something inside of this. So they were choking. So Kinder basically was banned, I think, in the UK, the US, and Canada. And basically they had to change how they made their Kinder eggs. And then what happened was that they were brought back. But basically they were banned. But even despite all of that, for EA to equate loot boxes to a Kinder egg, like, oh, it's just a little prize, like a Happy Meal prize or some shit like that, it's hilarious because, like, I remember when I was a little kid, and I think, like, Transformers was really big, and so you could get, in your Happy Meal, you would get Transformers toys. Like, and I think I still have, like, this was when Happy Meals actually had toys that were worth a damn and not just some shit that was cheaply made. So this literally was like a little tiny Transformer, and you could actually, it really transformed. It was made out of stuff. It looked like something that you would get off of a mini line for Transformers now. And it was really nice. And I think I still have it someplace in my house. Because for some reason I keep little knickknacks like that. But basically, yeah, Transformers, fucking have it. I mean, like, even if you get something as a prize, even if you're playing one of those slot machine things, not slot machines, those super balls where you open it and it has something in it, you still get something that you can physically take and use. How is it a surprise to get something that's digital that you literally can't do anything with? Like, once the servers are gone for Star Wars Battlefront, all the money you spent to get that shit means nothing. No matter how much you spent, it means not a damn thing. So the argument that, oh, well, it's like a surprise, not really. No, it's a form of digital gambling. It's kind of like if you do digital slot machines, which I've seen people do digital slot machines. So I mean, the argument that, oh, well, it's just good old fun, I call bullshit. I call bullshit on it. And I think it's hilarious that EA is once again trying to do all this. Like, here's the thing. There's been other businesses that have had to rejigger their business. It's called you have to shift how you conduct business because of regulations. Shit changes. Why can't EA do the same thing? Kinder isn't out of business. They just changed how they put their toys in their eggs, and they kept it moving. I don't see the point. So I'm just saying this because don't believe the bullshit where EA is like, yeah, it's just a surprise. No, it's not. It's still gambling. It's still loot boxes. It's still, you have X amount of chances to get something. And there's nothing wrong with gambling within and of itself, but all these things are being made to basically feed into people who might have a predisposition for gambling. Like, it feeds into that gambling type of mentality. And there are people who are addicted to gambling, okay? Like, I don't care what anyone tells you. Oh, no, it's not a problem. Look, if you're spending money that you can't afford to spend on a video game, you're gambling, all right? Don't believe the bullshit. Oh, no, yeah, okay? If you spend $3 or $4 on a loot box or a microtransaction, okay, whatever. If you're spending like $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $100, that's money you can't afford to spend, all right? And that's a problem. So with that being said, tell me what you think about the loot box thing in the comments section. And we'll get to the next segment after the cut. So the big news that came out of E3 this year is that Sega is basically, bringing over a lot of games to PC and bringing back some old franchises. But here's something that was not mentioned at E3 that I think is also really important. Sega has also released just this week Citizens of Space, which is the sequel to Citizens of Earth, and it's even better than the original game. Amazing, if you can countenance that, which is amazing to me because Citizens of Space is really good. It's better than Citizens of Earth because for me, Citizens of Earth, I played it for like 3 or 4 minutes. Well, no, I played it for like 30 minutes and I was like, this is boring. So this game's a lot better than Citizens of Earth. Not that Citizens of Earth is bad, it's just it's better. So basically, if I had to describe the gameplay of this game, think Paper Mario crossed with Pokemon crossed with Earthbound, or think Earthbound and Pokemon had a baby, and then that baby grew up and had a baby with Paper Mario, and then you'd have this game. Because like how you use attacks with little mini games, kind of like Paper Mario, and how you use your special attacks with little mini games. But it's like Pokemon in that you basically your character doesn't do any fighting. Your main character, the ambassador to Earth from Earth, doesn't really do any fighting. Instead, the person who does the fighting for you are these people that you recruit in the game, and I think there's like 40 recruitable characters. I don't think that's as many characters as the first Citizens of Earth, but fuck it. It's pretty good. I like it. I'll see if I can get some gameplay footage of the game. If I can get my recording software to actually record the game, which is kind of weird, but whatever. So with that being said, Sega's bringing some good stuff to the table. They're also doing some really good work with, I want to say, bringing more games to the PC. So look forward to that. And boom, we'll get to CTR, Crash Team Racing, after the cut. So Crash Team Racing, how can I put this nicely? Crash Team Racing, from what I've heard, is not very good. It has a lot of amenities to it, but the base gameplay isn't very good. I can't say I'm really surprised because Activision hasn't really been doing a good job with some of the re-releases of old IPs from the PlayStation era. And I'm kind of hurt about Crash Team Racing because I really wanted something that would scratch that Diddy Kong Racing itch for me, and Crash Team Racing isn't doing it, so, what can I say? So, tell me your thoughts on it. We'll get to the breakdown after the cut. So, in conclusion, EA is still being EA, so EA is being a bunch of dicks. Sony, Crash Team Racing sucks, and Sega's actually been doing a pretty damn good job this year. Hopefully they'll continue to do good stuff. So, you can if you want to reach me or the channel, you can reach me on at mrredfoxbsbusters@gmail.com, or on Twitter at Matthew Wesley at mrredfox91. You can also see me every Wednesday and Saturday, 7:30 to 9 o'clock on the BS Buster podcast. Peace!